Hello, welcome to Berkhorst Country Living. As you may have seen in previous video, we announced that we're purchasing a fairly expensive machine, for us anyway, in the Avid CNC machine. It's a 4x8. For our situation, it's a NEMA 34 4 horsepower spindle, which comes with a 220 volt plug. The plug is a L6-30R plug. The P stands for plug, and what we need to do is to install a L6-30R receptacle. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how we installed this receptacle and some of the things you'll need in order to accomplish it. If this is something that is relevant to you, then by all means take a look at the video, and hopefully you learn something from it. But I am not an electrician, and so make sure you're checking with your own local codes, regulations, and maybe even talk to an electrician about how to properly install this in your area. So I hope this video helps you kind of see how we did it, and maybe some tips and tricks on how you might accomplish this better. So enjoy the video. Okay, so the new tool we're getting is a 4x8 Avid CNC machine. And this is where this will be placed. And today I'm going to be installing a 220 volt L6-30R receptacle for the machine. Okay, so I'm going to be installing that here, and I'm going to just do a quick how-to on how I do this. I am not an electrician. Like make sure you check your local, check with the local electrician or your local standards. This is how I'm doing it, and I think that it's up to snuff as far as code goes, but I can't be, don't just take what, this is just how I'm going about it. So check with your own standards and regulations and your own state's codes on how to do this. Some of the items that I'm using, or that you may need, is a 50-foot length of Romex. This is 10-2. That stands for 10 gauge, and there's 2 wires other than the ground. Okay, this is 30 amp receptacle, L6-30R. This is what you use to secure the Romex into the breaker box. Okay, this is the breaker that I'm using. Okay, it's a double pole, so there's two poles. There's where your 2 hots are. Okay, and then of course the box for the receptacle, and then some staples to properly secure the Romex to the studs and secure those.
How much you're holding back on me when you say you're giving up, and in the dungeons of your mind.
I turned the power off. That's why you're not hearing the music, or it's dark in here. So I just turned off the main, make sure it's off, make sure there's no power going to it. And so I decided to come in through the bottom because I only have 50, these only come in 50 foot, and I'm kind of pushing it. So coming in through the bottom actually gives me a little more wiggle room. So here's that clamp connector. It's a 3/8 clamp connector, which is suitable for the 10-2 Romex. Okay, so that's a threaded fastener that fastens down from the portion that comes in from the bottom, and that's the Romex comes up through that. Now that the Romex is through that and I have it secured up top here, I'll take the Phillips screwdriver, okay, and I will fasten that, and that'll clamp down on the Romex, and that'll keep it from moving in or out of this breaker box. Okay, so I went and got a new breaker. Okay, it's 30 amp, dual pole. I spent a little more money on this one to ensure that it's going to fit properly. So I'm gonna install that right now. So like you can see, usually this is a neutral, but the neutral is going to be used for hot. So there's two that one goes in one pole, one goes in the other. I kind of tighten it down, give it a little wiggle, and then tighten it down again. Okay, just to ensure that it's in there nice and snug. Okay, and then it's time to plug it in. Okay, so there we go. Ah, yay. I think that's in there. Looks like it's in there. Okay, so you just knock out one of the tabs from the back of the box. Okay. Let me bring it through. Okay, enough to tack it to the stud here. Okay, and then I bring it up like that. And then what I'll do is I'll just slice this down, pull back the insulation, strip the wires about a ½ inch, and then we'll go from there. Okay, seems like it's in there pretty good. Like I said, the white is going to be hot for this application here. Typically it's neutral, but right now it's hot. Sorry that it's dark in here, but the power's off, so we just have the light from the garage door. Okay, seems to be pretty snug in there. And the hot here. Okay, and I'm gonna really tighten this up. Give it a little wiggle, and then another. Okay, that should be good. Okay, good practice to wrap it twice with electrical tape like this. All right. Okay. Just get it started a little bit here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to turn on the main. Okay, turn on the main, and we're going to turn on the breaker. We're going to go test it. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're just going to. Oh, there we go. Obviously this one is the ground. Hot, hot. Okay, so it looks like it's good. We're gonna do one more check. My son Luke over there, he's gonna be turning on and off the breaker as I hold the tester on and just make sure that we're getting what we're looking at here. Okay, go for it, son, shut it off. Okay, on, off. Okay. On. Off. Okay. Looks like we're good to go.